Hi, I'm 19 years old, and in my short yet uneventful life, I've come to realize a few things, and I've also had a few regrets. I think the biggest regret for me is not watching a horror movie in the theaters. And yes, before you say that horror movies are bad, they don't make sense, they're usually just horrible stories, let me tell you that I've done some research, a lot of research, and I've come to realize two things. There's good horror movies and there's great horror movies. There's no bad horror movies. So that's why I'm here to tell you why horror movies are amazing. Okay. So now before I get into the details, I know you'll be saying that they have bad ratings, their stories are so illogical, doesn't make sense. And I watched many horror movies but at home. And many people don't realize that the horror movies that the directors make and they make are meant to be watched in a good sound systems or theaters, and there's a reason to that. You see, the thing is, a horror movie isn't just meant to tell you a story about some possessed person or a family. It's supposed to give you an experience of what being that family or being that person is like in the horror movie. And that's why that's why I think there are two types of horror movies: good ones and great ones. So the good ones, I think the good ones have decent jump scares here and there and a pretty bad story. I'll say it's usually bad. That's what most horror movies are. But the great ones have something else. They have good jump scares, they'll have a decent story, can be a bad story, but that doesn't matter. The fact that matters is it'll scare you even after you go home. Which other movie does this? Which other movie do you think so much about once you finish it and go home, go back to your home and sleep in your bed? Only horror movies are able to do this, and only the great ones. They're able to scare you in the middle of the night. You want to take a bottle of water from the kitchen. You're going to be thinking of that horror movie. You're going to be thinking if there's somebody behind you. And you're going to want to turn on all your lights. And there's one extra thing that separates a good horror movie from a great one. The special ingredient.
The secret ingredient
is that most great horror movies have something known as a true story in the beginning of the movie. You see the true story, the title that comes up before the movie starts. That's what defines a great horror movie. And here's why, let me explain. The whole purpose of the horror movies, as I said before, is to bring the experience of that person, the person being scared in the movie, into our own lives. And the moment they put the word true story in the movie, you are forced to believe that this has happened to somebody. Somebody has been possessed by some old witch in the 1800s, and the possibility that it can happen to you. And that's just terrifying. And that's why horror movies are so good at what they do. It's not the fact that they have bad stories or they have bad acting. It's the fact that they're able to scare you even after the fact that you finished watching them. And that's why I think horror movies are amazing. Thank you. Now, this is my first YouTube video. If you ignore my masterpiece videos back in 2013 or 2014, and I'm probably gonna be posting very rarely on this channel, but I'm trying to start posting because I'm bored and I want to try, and I watch so much YouTube, so I might as well make something. So, and here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for the first 1,000 subscribers, and this giveaway is when I hit 1 million subscribers. I'm going to be giving away gold play button to any one of the first 1,000 subscribers. So, and when I become that famous, you will want to say that I was the early subscribers. So hit the subscribe button. Thank you.